Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill in this one, Luis Caraballo. What's the word on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA.
0-1.
And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Oh, that's inside.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. On its way to the corner. And that will drop foul. Here comes a pitch. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Willie Jaquez digging in for the Nationals. Definitely a factor in the series with 5 hits and 4 runs batted in. And
Yep, that ball went out.
And that is ball 1. Caraballo, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hernandez drifts towards it and makes the grab. 2 down.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Ruiz stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is fouled back.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Diving, makes the grab.
Great diving catch to end the inning after the pitcher battles through a tough one. That'll fire up the dugout. Time to go hit.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Caraballo back to work. Left field. Sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
On the ground. On to first.
He's out.
And that is out number 2.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now up for Washington, Richard Kim. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Kim goes 6 feet 5 inches, just 19 years old. And he's a native of South Korea. Out to center. Valera sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Now it's the DH, Caden Polkovich.
Aye.
Through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The lefty fires. And that one is lifted in the air. Melendez sizes this one up, calls it in, and there's one away. Cole Young now at the plate. 2 for 10 in the series. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Popped up. And there are 2 outs. Next to hit for the Nats, Daniel Mateo.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
In the air out to center. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here at American Family Field. Now it's the second baseman, Jimmy Hendrick. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Ball.
Just
That's
missed.
inside.
On the ground to third. Fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jaquez, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 outs. This one in the air, right field. And it stays fair.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside.
Ball,
and
that
let
pitch
it
is
get
out.
really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. The timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
House in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score from first, and a 2-1 ball game now.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to the left. Pollard gets it to first.
Got him.
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We're midway. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the DH for Washington, Caden Polkovich. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Cole Young. And a base hit.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and whipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
The 0-1. Fly ball to right. Squeezes it. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Jimmy Hendrick. That one finds the zone. Strike
0-1.
Hendrick, in his second season, 24 years old, and he was a fifth-round pick in
No balls, 2
2024.
strikes.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Parada right there to make the grab. And that is that. All set for the top of the 6th. Up now for Washington, Willie Jaquez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Next offering, popped in the air, right field, and there's one down. So up next, Hebert Ruiz, 1 for 2. There's a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. Just
Inside,
misses
ball 1.
with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The wind and the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, base hit. One down. C.J. Abrams digs in now. Through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
On the ground. Base hit into the outfield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
A one out to right. Soto gets under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now up for Washington, Richard Kim.
Nope.
Just missed.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard
Ball
because
2.
that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. Now it's filled up. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can
That
find
pitch
some
is
open
in.
grass in the outfield.
And he walked him.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat coming up with
Ball
the
next
bases loaded
outside.
here.
Volkovich up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Aye.
Swing and a miss. And
1-1.
1-1. That to right. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in.
Now he got in.
There.
Safe.
It's 4-3.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game.
Number 47. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
For the victorious Brewers, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They led.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. A great night for baseball ahead. We go to the bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And a foul ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
So now the DH spot, Luis Matos.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Caraballo, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. It's just really difficult to get base hits against. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. India makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
That's out the corner.
And that is ball 1.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
2 outs. To the right side, India throws to first, and Tucker is retired. And it's a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Blake Sable. And there's a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Alex Verdugo. Verdugo measures 6 feet even, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was a second-round pick back in 2014. In the air, out towards left center. And Verdugo is set down. That's out number 2.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
In the air, right side. And that's the 3rd out. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. The line to kick the pitch. Off the mark there, ball 1. swinging a drive, deep right field. That one back there. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 2-1. They absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And up next for the Giants, Patrick Bailey. The other way, makes the grab, one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Waste no time there.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Falling behind 2-1. Fairchild leads off first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Inside, just missed. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a base hit. The throw. And he's out. Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. First time up was a pop out. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now here is Kyle Tucker. Fastball for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out.
No, he's out.
In time. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But they draw within 1. Back here in San Francisco. And the batter now, Blake Sable. As the lefty gets to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Yelich running hard. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one away. And digging in for San Francisco, Alex Verdugo. And a foul ball. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses,
outside.
And the count is 1-1. A base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat beat.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Wow, that was clutch. Huge situation and an incredibly tough play. I thought it was going to drop for sure, but he makes what might be the play of the game. That was absolutely amazing.
Eldridge, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. The Giants trailing by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one misses. Now 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Great RBI spot
Three
here.
and two.
Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's to third. Throws across
He's
the
out.
diamond. What a play. Inning over. So the Giants leave 1. They're down 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Patrick Bailey. Caraballo back to work.
strike.
That one
Woo.
finds the zone. 0-1.
No
I
ball.
know you want to
One
be
strike.
patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Fought off foul. Fights it off. You'll see another. And here it comes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Bounce to the left side. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Stuart Fairchild, the next Giant to hit. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Fairchild, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fouled off. He was late.
One
Not
ball.
even
Two
close
strike.
there. Ball 1. Out there to center. Valera after it. He's got it. 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Klein brings it in, and that is that. Bottom of the 6th, and now it's the Giants DH, Luis Matos. Caraballo back to work.
Strike. One.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
1-1.
Inside. Kicks and deals. Popped up. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Makes the grab after a long run. 1 away. And up next for San Francisco, Kyle Tucker. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Valera after it. 2 away now. Now the third baseman, Blake Sable. Swinging a foul straight back.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the
No ball.
bullpen.
Two
But
strike.
you got to take what he's offering that day.
1-2.
This is the zone, and it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And the inning is over. Giants down in order. And our score. And we're back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And digging in for San Francisco, Alex Verdugo.
That's the ball.
Outside. And that's ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
This one popped up. He's under it. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Out towards right center field. Lays out and makes the play.
Oh, that was a nice diving catch right there. Great effort, but if you look closely at his route, it wasn't as direct to the ball as you'd like to see. The angle initially not very good, but you have to credit him with making an adjustment, laying out, and getting the out. Nice job.
And Here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. He's already homered here in this one.
Nope,
And
that's
ball
off the
one.
plate.
This one in the air, right field. Soto gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back here at Oracle Park, on to the bottom of the eighth, leading off Patrick Bailey. The pitch. On the ground, out to short. The throw to
You're
first.
out of there.
And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. In the air to left center. Yelich on the move. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Back here in San Francisco at the plate, Luis Matos. Caraballo back to work. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Grounder might be 2.
He's out.
To second, throw to
Save,
first.
save.
He's 2 outs away. Blake Sable, the next Giant to hit. Close, but called a
1-0.
ball. 1-0.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's in a...
Oh, he gloves it.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved a knock.
So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder,
Oh,
Alex Verdugo. That's outside, and it's 1-0.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
On the ground, and this should do it. And that
Out.
is the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew? He'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there.
Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starting pitcher, Luis Caraballo.
Leading off the afternoon.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Valera moving under it. 1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Vaughn Grissom. That one missing inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
1 out, base is empty. That one ripped. And that gets down in the corner. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. 1 down. Now batting Tristan Casas. And a foul ball left side. 1 out and a runner at second. Line drive, base hit right field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Rafael Devers in the box now. Takes strike 1. High fly ball down the left field line. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And he's out. That's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. And we're back at the plate. Cedane Rafaela. Caraballo back to work. That's the third, and that one handled. Whips it to first, and quickly 1 away in the second. And now the DH, Oscar Colas.
Batting 6, the designated.
And first offering is fouled off. Caraballo, a tall lefty, 195 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And a swing and a miss. Out to center. Valera moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Oswaldo Cabrera. And that one is lifted in the air. Valera after it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, number 15. The pitch. In the air, out towards right center. Soto going after it. He makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1. And now Kyle Teal. Just missed. The Brewers up by a run here in the third and final game of the series. Lifted in the air, right center field. Valera sizes this one up, makes the grab for the second out. So the batting order turns over. Pete Crow Armstrong up next for the Red Sox. In the air, left field. Yelich should have it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom. Caraballo back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Red Sox, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
The 1-2. In the air, right side. Soto gets under it and makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Next to hit, Tristan Casas. And he's already singled in this game. In there for strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. There's a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And now the lefty down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Line drive. Soto snags it for the second out. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He's 0 for 1. Pitch
Ball,
misses.
that's outside.
1-0.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough.
1-1.
Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
That's out to center field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. And the batter now, Cedane Rafaela. The wind of the pitch. Flips the corner. 0-1. Rafaela goes 5 feet 9 inches, 27 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1-2.
Breaks his bat, pops it up. Makes the grab, 1 down. Next is the designated hitter, Oscar Colas. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Through there for a strike.
No balls, 2
The
strikes.
Brewers leading by a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Valera going back, reaching for it, makes the catch.
What an outstanding effort going all the way back to the warning track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly. So that was awesome.
Oswaldo Cabrera up next for the Red Sox. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Flips the corner.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call. Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 15. The lefty fires. Base hit center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Teal in the box now. Takes strike 1. Drilled to right. Way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the
Got
booth.
him.
India over to first in time. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Popped in the air. Left field. And there are 2 down. Tristan Casas, the next to hit. Ball for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Right
two.
through there for a strike. Oh, that hit him. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
It's 0-1.
Casas, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around third. The relay through. And he's out. That ends the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff relay throw to the plate. A perfect strike and a great way to end the inning.
And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Cedane Rafaela. Here comes a pitch. Hit hard. That gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front. Didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Runner at first with no outs here. Not
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There. And it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Lined into right. Soto makes the play. And there's 1 away. And next for the Red Sox, Oswaldo Cabrera. Line drive and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Nice line drive to the pull side.
Jacob Mizorowski will take over.
Well, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles. Look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done on the road. You talk about the confidence that that can produce.
Welcome back here at Chase Field, and today's starter, Luis Caraballo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
On the ground to the left. And it
That
goes
ball's foul.
just foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
So digging in, Jake McCarthy. And that's in there for strike one.
Ball,
Just
that's outside.
missed.
That's
misses,
ball 2.
And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
We
And
got a
another
full
ball.
count.
1 down, base is empty. The other way. Jump throw across his body, and he's safe at first.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You got to love it, but it just wasn't the time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
And at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Runner takes off. Pitch in. Throw to
He's dead.
Struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
The swing and a soft line. Base hit around third. He will score, and the Diamondbacks take the lead. 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock.
Inside, ball 1.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Pitch
That's
misses.
in, ball 2.
And it's 2-0. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy. Runner on the go. There's the
Inside,
ball.
ball 3. He's safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Carroll over at second, 1 down.
Aye.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Taylor Ward stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
One catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series.
Aye.
That one finds the zone.
No balls, 2
0-2
strikes.
down.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to
1
have
ball,
to figure something
2
out
strikes.
and figure it out quickly.
Man on second, 2 down. That's hard hit on the line. Pat makes the play, and that is that. Back here in the desert, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the second baseman, number 90. Caraballo back to work.
Ball,
Missed
that's
with
out.
a changeup, 1-0. And a pitch. On the inside corner for a strike. That
Ball.
one just misses.
It's a good
2
take.
balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 on the way.
3.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Batting in, the third baseman.
And now Joseph Ortiz.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Ortiz in his 3rd season, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 0-2 now. In the air, left field. Yelich should have it. Makes the catch, inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1. Bounce to the right. Klein. He'll do it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Geraldo.
Back to the top of the lineup, Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Hit in the air, right field. Soto gets under it, hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Two outs, base is empty.
That's
this
a ball.
is just off the outside edge. I think that was
1
a
ball,
strike.
2 strikes.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
3.
And misses. It's a strikeout. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they still lead it. And we're back, bottom of the 4th, and now the right fielder Corbin Carroll.
Boog, this batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
A wind in the pitch.
Hey.
Strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
In the air, left side. Yelich should have it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Here's Gurriel. Ground ball.
No,
left
foul
side,
ball.
And foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one in the air, center field. Happ on his horse. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 2 away. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 1. Softly in the air down the line. And it stays fair. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman.
Hey.
Through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The pitch
0-1.
timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Got him. That ends the frame. One left for Arizona, but they're on top 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Reese Hines. Caraballo back to work. Foul ball there. Hines measures 6 feet 4 inches, 27 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Now fly ball to right center. Nice grab on the run. And there's 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Thice puts it away. 2 down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Adrian Del Castillo.
Ball,
Just
that's off the plate.
outside edge. And that's ball 1. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Soto makes the grab on the run. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Brewers 0. Back here in the desert, and stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Pat makes the play, and a quick out, number 1.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Carroll,
Counts
the next
1-0.
to hit, takes ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lourdes.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball
The
one,
offense
no
needs
strike.
to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next offering is in for a strike. Gurriel gets a piece. Fly ball down the line. Yelich should have it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here at Chase Field, and now the first baseman, Taylor Ward. The lefty fires. And that one is lifted in the air. Yelich on the move. Makes the grab, one down.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Hines up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah.
One's in there. And the count even 1-1.
One ball, one
Back-to-back
strike.
fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, right side. Soto hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the 3rd baseman, Joseph Ortiz. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Caraballo back to work. And that one fouled off.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner.
No balls,
That's
2
impressive.
strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Goes down looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Digging in, Adrian Del Castillo. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he deals.
3.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. Strike
0-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
1-0.
There's the strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Nope,
just
that's off the
misses
plate.
with that
Ball
one.
2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Down the line. Yelich makes the grab on the run. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Camilo Doval.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen. After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
For the victorious Brewers, 3 runs on 9 hits.
Coming to you live from Southern California. We go to the bottom of the first, and here comes Xander Bogaerts. The lefty fires. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. And now the lefty. Popped up. Loud in position. Puts it away for the out. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No
Cold
ball.
night like tonight,
1 strike.
last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Out to short, Holiday. The throw to first.
Out.
And they take care of Tatis for the out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado.
Ball
And the
1.
first pitch misses for ball
1-0.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
That one down the line, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Down the line, Soto really on his horse for it. Makes the grab after a long run. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the inning, stepping in, Luis Campusano. First ball for a strike. Campusano, a former All-Star, hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Throws to first.
He's out.
One up, one down.
Batting fifth. The shortstop, Orlando.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. On its way to the corner. Soto going after it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Out to center. Valera moving under it. They got it for out number 2.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 outs, base is empty. Hopped up. Makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We'll move to the back here in San Diego. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Here comes a pitch. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Save! And now it's Wilmer Flores. That's in there for strike 1. Mitchell gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That clips the zone. That is strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kicks and deals. There. Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, throws him for strike 3.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hits the corner, 0-1. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. And that's 2.
Out.
1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete. No score. Bottom of the 4th, Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Well, Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Over to first, and 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Machado stands in now and watches strike 1. The Brewers leading by a run as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. That one ripped. Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Rosarena in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two outs. Bounced out to short. Holiday gets it to first.
Out.
They get the out on a Rosarena, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to him. Luis Campusano on the ground. And that chance handled. Zips it across.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Orlando Arcia will hit next. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Now a screamer into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Swing at a high fly ball left field. Melendez drifts towards it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell, reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Holiday makes the grab on the run. Padres leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Stepping in for San Diego, Wilmer Flores. Caraballo back to work.
Ball, no.
The inside edge. And that's ball 1. I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific fan support. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Next for the Padres, Xander Bogaerts. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
No balls. 1 strike.
And he deals. Swung on, popped up on the infield. He's under it. And there's 2 away. And now it's Manny Machado. Fastball for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help.
Boots it. And that extends the inning. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Now it's Randy Arozarena. That one finds the zone. That's strike
0-1.
Over there for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected. And the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. Yeah. And the Padres waste a chance.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
The wind of the pitch. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Castro in the box again. Takes a strike.
1-1.
Inside, gets out of the way. 2 strikes.
Hey,
Got him
hey.
looking, and he didn't like the call. Padres down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Valera moving under it, brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Up next is the Padres.
And here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Hey, right.
There for a strike.
No ball. One
Padres
strike.
trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped up. Hernandez has this one sized up. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Xander.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 3. Liner, base hit. And that gives Fernando Tatis Jr. a chance to hit with 2 out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Hit hard, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
The tying run at the plate. That to right. And that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Yeah.
Ball for a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's his 6th home run of the. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the.
Well, there's a lot more work to be done in this series, but it all starts 1 game at a time. Taking the first of 4, that means you're in a position to avoid a sweep. Come out tomorrow, you win 2 games, you know that you've at least split the series. Those are the mind games you got to play with yourself as a big league ball player to get yourself ready